Hey guys, Jeremy here at my way MFG. It's gonna back Eliza out of the garage. I think the Tahoe's in the way. I'm gonna see if it'll start up and move. This little Tahoe we've had ever since the kids were little. We bought it, it was almost new. Nobody uses it anymore, but we just never got rid of it. I think the license plates expired back in 18 or 19 or something. I jump in it and drive it around town once in a while, but probably ought to just sell it. The wheel laying there is a wheel I picked up for Eliza. I've been putting a little paint on it. It was white and I wanted it black. That day that wheel come loose on that drive, I don't think it hurt the wheel studs too much. It took the threads off right where the wheel rides, but the threads don't go down, the nuts don't go down that far anyway. But it did waller the holes out on the wheel. So I'm gonna have to get my tires swapped over. I was gonna change those wheel studs. They're welded in from the back. I'm gonna have quite a time doing that. I put a torque wrench on them with the old wheel and I got them torqued down to 75 pounds. They're fine, but I do need a different wheel. And a guy gave me this one. It's in nice shape. Kind of take a look here. I'll show you what I've done. Got a coat of paint on that. Got it setting in the sun. I'm gonna get another coat on after that dries up good. That wheel had a brand new tire on it. Still had the sticker on it. I guess it was off a Bronco, the guy told me. Must have been the spare or something. Be a nice tire if a guy had two of them. It's been inside of a building. It doesn't look like it's hurt too much as far as cracks go or anything, but I really don't have a use for it. Yeah, this wheel here, I pulled the hub off of there and was going to put wheel studs in it. They were welded in from the back. And then I got researching online what to torque that nut down to. Near as I can tell, it's supposed to be between 200 and 220 foot-pounds. But if you got to go a little further to get the cotter pin to line up, you don't want to go over 275. And then I heard that all the guys back in the 40s didn't have torque wrenches for the most part. And they would just put a 2-foot bar on there and just get as tight as they could. Well, I put my torque wrench on it, but my torque wrench stops at 150 pounds. So at 150 pounds, I went to the next hole. surely that's not over 275. I would think I'm in that 200 to 220 range, so I'm gonna call it good. But yeah, we get this tire put on that other wheel and we know we're safe again there. I got new license plates for this. I turned 52 on Friday, and I went and got that license plate. It's 5 runs in a tube. I thought that was kind of neat. And my son said not to show my license plate on the videos, but hell, I do it all the time anyway. I just don't talk about it, you know. And I guess if somebody out there wants to steal my identity, all I can say is good luck to them. They should call and talk to me about it first. I'm pretty sure I can talk them out of it. Anyway, what I did in here, as I was painting that wheel, I took some of that black paint. I got the pedals, and I got the handbrake, all that stuff that's going to show under there. I went up here and done the top of the firewall. You know, it's going to be above the carpet, just in case anybody was to ever kind of look under there. It, you know, it's blacked out, looks a little better. I still got to button all this wiring up. I'll probably do that today. Get it all, it's done. Get it all up in there. I was thinking the next step might be carpet, or getting close to that as the next step anyway, but I don't have it here yet. I could also work getting the windshield garnish molding ready to put on, and I've got to finish these seats. I've got this other seat back just about ready to go on, and then if we can do something with the bottom, then the front one's done anyway. And I want to get that door panel stretched out, try to get this one on, and then I just need to clean everything real good. Just got to get it all clean, you know. But I think right now I'm going to start zip tying these wires up and see where I get with that, and get them all hid up and under there where you really got to bend down to see them, you know. After I get that done, I might just try to clean it a little bit. Yeah, I had to mess with the lawnmower a bunch today and other stuff and this, that, and the other, but I got all this wiring pretty well tucked up in here. That white wire's still hanging down there by the clutch pedal. That's one I said was an extra that I might run for brake light, or backup lights, I mean. All these other wires are tucked up in under there to where you got to really get down low to see any of them. That's kind of what I want. These ones here go to the radio, but it isn't here yet, so I just kind of got them laying there, and we'll get them tucked up too after the radio's in. But the rest of them are up in there pretty nicely. Yeah, you gotta get down pretty low to see any of it. Most of that what you are seeing is radio wires right now. So anyway, guys, I didn't get nothing done today. Worked on the lawnmower. I think I do want to try to get one more coat of paint on this wheel. And it's been so darn cold today that, well, it did finally set up. So I can put one more coat on that, and then whenever my friend Troy, he's got a tire machine, whenever he's off, maybe we can get our tires swapped over. But anyway, I'm gonna paint that for now. First time I've got to look at her outside since I put the new headlights in. It really did brighten up the front end. I don't know what's going on with the weather today. Every time I walk out, it seems like it's getting colder. You'd think it'd be getting warmer, but it's not. Are you cold, Bubba? You're never cold, are you, Bub? Riding lawnmower got to running bad. We noticed the fuel pump was seeping gas out of it, so Colton's sticking a new one on there. We're gonna see what that does. We also got a new fuel filter for it. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, we're just gonna have to keep digging into it, I guess. And guys, we put the new fuel pump and filter on this lawnmower, and it still wouldn't run. I put a compression gauge on it, and I had 55 on that cylinder and 65 on that one. It's supposed to be between 90 and 140. So I got to thinking, this thing was running great just last time I used it. How could I lose compression on both cylinders at the same time? Well, then I got to thinking maybe there's a compression release on the camshaft that's not working. So I was thinking that compression release has screwed up and I've lost compression on both cylinders. But then a couple hours went by and I'm rolling it over in my mind and I thought, no, the compression release is working. That's why I don't have any compression on the cylinders, is because the compression release is centrifugal and it doesn't disengage until you get up to like, what, 3,000 RPM. So I'm not gonna get a true compression reading on this because the compression release is activated right now. So then I'd already pulled one valve cover off and everything looked pretty good. I thought maybe the valves might be a little loose. I took the one off the other side, had a push rod off the rocker arm. So now I'm thinking, I pulled this push rod out. It was the intake one. I pulled it out, I rolled it around on a board. It didn't seem like it was bent at all. So I'm gonna stick them back in there. Try to adjust the valves on this thing, see if I can get it started. I've spent the last hour looking for my feeler gauges. I can't find them. I don't know where I used them last. I'm gonna set it with a piece of cardboard for now because I ripped one of the valve cover gaskets getting it off, and I'm gonna have to get new valve cover gaskets anyway. I just wanna see if I can make it run. I need it to run, you know? So I'm gonna mess with this for a while, and we've literally been kind of working on this off and on all day. I thought I was gonna have to take the motor out and pull the camshaft, but maybe not. I got all these rocker arms back in. They're sitting on the lifter. I'm gonna spin this around a little bit. Some of these are gonna get loose as I go around. I'm trying not to lose them off of their perch. I was just watching these two valves over here as I was doing that, and I stuck an Allen wrench down in the piston hole. I waited until I saw the valves weren't moving anymore, and then I brought the piston up to top dead center. Watching the Allen wrench come out, feeling it. When the piston quit moving, I stopped. Like I say, I have no idea where my feeler gauge is at. I've looked all over for it. I'm just gonna set these with a piece of cardboard for now because I gotta get new valve cover gaskets anyway. I ripped one of them. You set these, get them where you want it, and hold the nut tight, and then tighten this Allen wrench in the middle, Allen screw in the middle. It's a 2.5 millimeter on this Kawasaki, but use your 14 millimeter wrench to get your valve set where you want it, and then crank that screw down. And I just did that with a piece of cardboard in between there. If I find my feeler gauge, I'll do these right. They're supposed to be at 5 thousandths. Stick our piece of cardboard in there. Just want to see if I can get it to start, guys. I felt like I was going to be pulling the engine out of this. I did not want to do that. Put the camshaft in it. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could do it, but I don't want to. Let's see what that does. I was just dropping the fuel line in this new can of gas. The gas was kind of old too, you know. Man, I'm glad I come out here and done that. I feel so much better now. I thought that was going to be a major deal. Rocker arm come loose on the intake side, and I lost a push rod off of the rocker arm. Didn't bend it, didn't hurt anything. I done that compression check, seen I had low compression, thought I had a bad compression release. Got to thinking about it, realized compression release was probably just doing its job. Pulled the other valve cover off. I'd had one off, pulled the other one off, and I saw that push rod had come loose, and I thought, man, could I get that lucky? Looks like I did. Anyway, put that back together tomorrow. Maybe I can mow. Try anyway. Later, guys. That's just the way things go around here. It's always been like that. I get one thing fixed right before something else breaks. Sometimes I don't quite get that done. Sometimes I got everything broke at the same time. One good thing about it though, it makes a lot of content for a YouTube channel. Look at it like that, I guess, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, all them things. I was gonna take Eliza for a drive today for a video. It's never warmed up today. I'm cold just standing here in the yard. I can imagine that if I got in there with no windows, I would probably freeze to death. But anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Later, guys.